Hi, I'm Barbara Wright. I've been an interior designer who specializes in nothing but optical for over 25 years now. Early in my career, I discovered Wright display products, and I've been using them ever since. I really like these products because I feel like they help my clients merchandise their frames to sell more and make more profit. So today I'm going to be showing you some of the Wright display products, how to use them, and give you some tips and tricks for improving your own merchandising and improving your profits. Displays are a really necessary part of good merchandising. If all we did was to take frames and just lay them on this tabletop, they would not be able to be shown off as well as they should be. These displays really make good use of the vertical space. Now in the multi-tier displays, you'll see that there are different heights here. These are in 1-inch increments, and these displays are meant for below eye level. And this one is in a 2-inch increment, and the 2-inch increment is meant for displays that are at eye level or above. Now the channel is angled back on these displays so that the frames will be tilted up slightly and be at the perfect angle for the customer who's viewing them. Now this is a great example of why I call Wright Display the problem solvers when it comes to merchandising. It's a great way to show a case. Many times the cases are almost as attractive as the frames themselves. So when you have a nice case, this display allows you to show the case with its matching frame and helps you merchandise that frame very effectively. Another problem solver that we have right here is what to do with clip-ons. Have you ever noticed if you show clip-ons with the clip on the frame, people will think they're sunglasses? This solves that problem beautifully because now we've separated it, we've made it absolutely obvious that this is a separate frame that has a clip-on. Great problem solver. What we have here are two channels that are quite different. If you look this way, you can see one is a straight channel, and this is what we use for our basic frames. However, this one has a curve on it. This was especially developed by Wright Display to solve a particular display problem. When we have all these wonderful sunglasses in 6 and 8 base curves, like this one, they need something special to sit on. A sunglass that's this curved will not sit on a straight cradle. Look what happens. When you put it on this one, now it's at the perfect angle. Also, if we turn it around, you can see that the cradle does not touch the lens, so there's no chance of your lens being harmed when you display these frames. So this is a great way to show your sunglasses. I'm showing you two colors of pedestals here, and there's a very big difference and a specific reason why we want to use clear pedestals on frames that have a lot of color. Sunglasses should always be shown on clear pedestals like this. Look what happens when we take the sunglass and put it on this pedestal. The black really takes away from the color of the sunglass. It distracts your eye. When you put the sunglass back on the clear frame, the pedestal basically disappears, and the merchandise itself is simply floating in your view. That's what really helps to sell this frame. Here's a shelf section that has not been merchandised yet. So I'm going to pretend that I'm the merchandiser. When I look at this, what do I need to do to make improvements here? Let's start with the bottom shelf. It's below eye level, so that means I need some 1-inch risers to make this work. Use a case display to add a pop of color. Two shelves down, now we're at our third shelf. This one is about at eye level, so that means I should be using a 2-inch rise display. Multiple pedestals are great, however, they do require some depth. When you have a narrow shelf, you can use the vertical display. It doesn't take up as much space. Now we're at our very last shelf, which is above eye level, and that means we need 2-inch rise displays or higher. Here we are with our finished display. On the top shelf, in addition to the 2-inch multiple pedestals, we've also added a single riser. We've turned it a little bit so we can see the beautiful detail on the temple of that frame, and that neon color helps to draw the eye up to the top shelf. And if you look at the rest of the shelves, you can see that we have now used all the vertical space, and we can see every single frame and look at the details of all the frames. I think you'll agree this is much better than what we had starting out. So now you've seen how easy it is to merchandise effectively with Wright display products. I use these products and recommend them to my clients because they're effective, they're high quality, and they last for years and years and years. They're the most effective way I know of to display the most frames in the least amount of space. So remember, the folks at Wright Display are always willing and ready to help you with great advice for how you can merchandise more effectively and improve your bottom line.